Yes, the newcomer. Now, there is a face that shows the world as it is. Conflict, friendship, betrayal, and trust. Let me get a look at you. Whatever you have seen, you are free of it now. You've reached us here.
Everyone deserves a new start, but that doesn't include brainwashing.
All causes require conviction. All causes require faith.
And some will say anything just to get you to do their dirty work.
I need to talk to you.
Then talk. Tell me what you want.
The clerics say that they are leading the fight against the Alps. But do you really expect you can beat them with the forces you have here in the Horde?
Faith is a weapon that can achieve much. I believe in Kalan. I believe in the technology he's given us, and in the men and women who carry it. We clerics were the first of the factions to rise after the ashes of the comet, and while other alliances have come and gone, we have prevailed. So, we shall continue to do so, if it is Kalan's will that we should do so. But, if you ask me if we can hold out against the Berserkers, the Outlaws, and the Albs, then I would ask whose interest would the destruction of the Horde serve? And the answer can only be the Albs. You've seen them. The converters they build on our lands. The will of Kalan shall be made real. We will drive them from the converter in the north and from the lands of all the free people. The clerics shall prevail, and I hope that other factions can realize this in time to save themselves.
And you think the other faction should serve under the clerics?
We must work together if we are to survive. But we must work together with Kalan to lead us all. We must find a way to persuade the other factions to agree to work with us. Then together we can destroy the Albs. I need an ambassador for this task. Someone who can take my proposals to the other factions, but to know if you're suitable for this role, I must know who you are. And I need an honest answer.
I don't know who I am now, but I was Jax, an Alp commander.
And you walk in here and confess that? Since when do Albs come to talk? Are you lying? Or are you here to kill me? Draw your weapon here, and this cathedral will be a grave to both of us.
I'm not here to kill you. I was Jax. Now, I'm trying to find out who I am.
Then, you have renounced the hybrid and joined the Free People?
I am free from ELEX. I'm exiled from the Ice Palace. I was betrayed, and now I'm being hunted by my own people.
So you're here seeking protection? To save your own skin? Or have you really escaped the ELEX and seen the life there is outside Zakor? Commander Jax, the Alb, standing here. That is not something I would have believed. Yet, here you stand.
I was a wanderer. Now, I seek a cause.
Well, whoever you were shouldn't matter. The present counts for all, and yesterday for little. Kalan says the past is there to teach us, not judge us. Renounce your past, and you can come to Kalan in wisdom. That will take courage. And in these bleak days, courage is vital if we are to save this world. But you must have questions. Ask, and may Kalan bring you enlightenment.
Are the Alps still attacking the Horde?
It has been some time since their last major assault. But I'm sure you know that already, Commander Jax. But the attacks we suffered took too many brave souls. Souls who would have been better improving Magalan than lining graves. The death of Judicator Johann was a particular shock. But for the price that was paid, there was one exacted, and the Albs haven't attacked us in such strength again. Well, that is my hope. They could simply be massing for a bigger assault. We've had time to retrain, regroup, but it is hardly a secret that we are short of personnel. So, if you are here working for the Albs, you'll see nothing that's not known already. And we know that the Albs have used the time to entrench themselves deeper at that damned converter of theirs. Perhaps securing that was the extent of their plans, or perhaps they're just waiting for us to attack it before they strike again.
What do you know about the Alp forces? The most recent information I have is that Commander Uruk has 3 garrisons supported by fighting machines and colossi.
Then I can only hope they haven't brought up any more reinforcements.
Will you wait for an Alp attack or strike first?
The converter has to be taken out of operation. It is the only way to free Ignadon, and the longer they sit there, the more time they have to prepare. We need to attack the converter, but it will take a major offensive, and that will cost us in lives and material.
Why have you waited so long to attack? Surely they get stronger while you're waiting.
The answer to that should be obvious when you walk around the Hort. While our production lines have made up for our losses in fighting machines, they can't do the same with people. And the death of Judicator Johann has left us with another issue. The shortage of a commander with real field experience.
What about you? Can you lead the attack?
No. That is far from my skill set. Logistics, defense, and interpreting Kalan's commandments are where my strengths lie. We need someone like you. An experienced commander. Someone who understands the Alps. What about you? You've seen the world. You must understand something of the Alps. Will you fight with us? Soldier or commander, we need people who have seen the world.
I don't know. My memories of those times are only fragments. Though I'm sure I was betrayed so someone could take my place.
No? Well, humility is an important trait in a leader. Or do you have another reason for not wanting to be considered?
If that is so important, why entrust it to someone who has just walked in through your doors? Do you always trust people so easily?
I trust my faith. And there is something about you that tells me you have a part to play in all that will come. Faith will show me the way. But perhaps you are intended for a different role. Will you go out as an ambassador to the free people? Speak to those who lead the other factions. Find me someone with experience. Someone independent. Someone who can lead. That in itself will give you a hand in shaping all our futures.
I will find you your experienced commander.
Good. Then go out to the other free people. This commander will be a symbol of the need for us all to work together. Be they separatist, berserker, or outlaw. Find someone with experience of leading troops in battle. Someone willing to risk themselves to stop the Alps. Someone willing to lead from the front by example.
You sound like you really believe we will find someone out there.
Faith and necessity sometimes breed hope. You should ask the leaders of the other factions if they will take on this role. If they decline, try their commanders. May Kalan and good fortune be with you. We must find an experienced commander if Magalan is to be free. They will need to be skilled and ruthless to succeed.
May the pilgrim guide your steps.
Judicator Ulbricht is looking for an experienced field commander to lead his troops against the Alps in Ignadon.
We don't have enough good people ourselves, without supplying them to fight for the clerics. Ulbricht will have to risk his own people.
I have brought you a report from another city.
Yes? Which city did you go to?
I have visited the Horde in Ignadon.
The Hort? Stronghold of our old enemy. So, tell me about their strength.
They're prepared, well-disciplined, and they're developing new weaponry. But they are short on manpower.
I had heard they were recruiting. How are their forces distributed?
Their attention is focused largely on the Alps, but they haven't forgotten the other factions. I think their main concern is being attacked if they decide to take on the Alps.
At least they seem to have recognized who their real enemy is. Thank you for your report.
I'm ready to join the Berserkers.
You have recognized the value of our people. Once you have made your pledge, you will be expected to stand by it. Clerics, albs, outlaws, all will see you as one of us from this point.
I'm ready to make my pledge.
And so it shall be. With honor, with faith, with hope. You tie your blood to the soils of Magalan, our mother planet, and pledge to rebuild her as she was. It has been many years since the first Berserkers settled in this place. We found protection and a future for our kind in the ruins of the old world. From here, we have regrown a world that came before even that. From desert, from dead rock, we have brought back life. With our magic, we have held back those who see our future as one dominated by machines. We have stood against the forces of Sekor. We have struck down the converter they built on our land. But none of us can achieve this alone. None can stand alone. We must stand together. The time has come to accept another member into our community. He came to us as a stranger. Now he stands in our midst, having earned the right to become one of us. The law of the Berserkers will guide him from this day. We are the Fellowship of Magic and of Warriors. And we welcome you to our number.
Go play with your tech somewhere else. It's forbidden here.
What do I have to do to be promoted?
Listen, friend. Most people who have achieved the rank of warrior worked hard for it. It could take years until you are ready for that step.
There must be a way to climb faster here.
The only way to get early promotion would be to get all warlords to agree to that. Each of us have our own beliefs and requirements, and sometimes they will come into conflict. Until then, you will carry out your duties as a cultivator. Ultimately, we can't leave the fields to themselves. Prove yourself capable of following orders. And if you inspire others to speak for you, this may help persuade the warlords to give you their pledge. There are many who seek promotion, and you must show you are worthy of that honor.
About my promotion to warrior. Will you give me your pledge?
I will, if you can prove your loyalty and usefulness. You can start by finding Gunnar for me. He is in the Valley of the Damned. Tell him I need him for a special task. He is to return to Goliath immediately.
What is he doing in the Valley of the Damned?
He was exiled there, but I need someone of his ability. And Gunnar is a man determined about a task once it is started. He earned the rank of Paladin, and I hope he can prove his loyalty if he returns to Goliath. I am certain he can prove that he has served his sentence and is ready to return. So go. Bring him back for me.
Where in the Valley of the Damned is he?
He is supposed to report to the ruins below the lift in the valley. I admit we have been lax in checking of late. We just haven't had the people to spare to keep a proper eye on the exile.
So, you've joined a faction. Welcome to the Berserkers. I'm glad you chose to become one of us. Very good.
I see we have a new cultivator. An honorable and worthy rank. Did Ragnar tell you your duties as a cultivator?
No.
Very well. Then I will explain them to you. All berserkers must begin in the fields. All must grow from the seed to understand who they are. Tend to the plants, work the soil, and as you watch Magaland grow, so you will see yourself prosper. All our crops are needed, but the welfare of the seedlings will be your top priority. Report to Born. He's the overseer in the seedling fields. He'll be happy to gain another helping hand. He'll instruct you further.
Teach me something.
Sure. You know technology is forbidden by law here.
Teach me something.
Sure.
Teach me something.
Sure. Get out of here, all right? Okay, cool.
I'm glad you decided to join us. You will be a valuable addition to our ranks. Don't let me keep you from your duties as a cultivator. I know you must have much to do.
How can I prove myself as a farmer?
Your skills might be used better elsewhere. But all berserkers must begin their duty in the fields. It is in the fields that we learn how precious and fragile life is, and that it must be our duty to protect it. Learn those lessons, and you will get my pledge.
Tell me what I must do.
My task is simple enough. I'm worried that Goliath's Master of Duties may have forgotten his duty. The taxes Zerwas has collected recently have been lower than would be expected. I hope there's a reason for this, but I fear he may be lining his own pockets. Follow him. Discover if all the shards he collects are being paid over to me. Do that, and I will give you my pledge towards your promotion.
I'll watch Zerwas.
Good. He should be beginning his rounds any time now. Get close to him, but be inconspicuous. I need you to eavesdrop on his conversations until he returns to me. But do it without raising suspicion. And listen well. I want to find out once and for all if he is cheating me.
Consider it done.
Then go. Let duty follow.
Dorian. Zerwas. How much is it this week?
100 per person. Times are hard.
Harder when you're at this end of the collection than yours.
You think I'm exempt from paying tax?
You tell me.
There are 3 of you, right? That'll be 300 shards.
300? Used to be half that.
And the Alps used to stay in the snow and ice and leave us alone.
The Alps don't charge me taxes.
What do you want, Zerwas?
Only what's due under the law.
I don't remember Amric's teaching screwing berserkers out of 100 shards a week.
Then you should thank the Pilgrim you don't have to sit through reading Amric's thoughts on economics.
Is anything sacred to you?
Henrik, I've been told you want to join the Ison clan.
Yes? Did Angrim send you?
Yes, he did. He asked me to give him my personal opinion about you.
And you spoke in my favor.
I will say, Henrik is a man of good financial understanding. Or, at least, I will, if we can come to a good financial understanding.
200's all I've got.
Then 200 thank yous it is. and welcome to the Eisen clan. I will return to Angrim with your recommendations straight away. Go play that tech somewhere else.
No, not now.
Heed the laws. That's all we ask. Zerwas, you collected those outstanding taxes?
All 400 shards. Oh, and Henrik accepted your request to join the Eisen clan. He says he's delighted.
I'm glad to hear it. 400 shards. That covers all the payments?
Yes, we're up to date now.
As you say. Thank you. You may go. Zerwas has returned and given me the money he collected. He said he collected 400 shards. Is that all he collected? Or has he tried to cheat me?
He lied. He collected more than 400 shards.
To steal is bad enough. But to betray when you have been given a trusted office, justice must follow. Justice must be done. You have carried out the task that was given to you. I must see that Zerwas faces judgment. Come back in a day's time, and you will have my pledge.
All right, what will happen to Zerwas?
He will be dealt with, but this isn't your concern any longer. You did what I requested. You have my pledge.
Watch out for the damn mutants. You're never safe from them. Why are you messing with that here?
Cormac sent me.
Ah, so you're the new cultivator.
Yes.
Good, good. Welcome. The seedling fields are the heart of everything we do here. The world heart of it all. And spending time with the soil is a good way to learn who you are. You were sent to me to help on the seedling fields, right?
Yes, I was.
Good, good. Then we can get on. We have a real problem with weeds in the seedling fields. Growlerroot. If it takes hold again, we could lose the whole crop of seedlings, so I need you to remove it. All of it. Look for the weeds around the small waterfalls between the fields and rip them out. Make sure you get them all, and listen carefully. Take them directly to the trash pile to be burned. I don't want their seeds spreading anywhere else.
That's the Growler route dealt with. I put the weeds in the trash pile.
You did well. I could use someone like you around here. Here, take your reward. If I ever need any help again, I will be sure to let you know. Damn technology! Take it to the...
I removed the weeds.
Excellent. That will stop a lot of complaints from the cultivators.
Tell me, do you want to serve as a cultivator, or do you have other ambitions?
Normally, a berserker has to work on the fields for some time before promotion. But we need more warriors. You could do good work here, but I feel you aren't the type to give your life to the soil. So, tell me, what are your ambitions?
Will you recommend me for a promotion?
Yes, you shall have my support. You can tell Ragnar that Cormag has given you his pledge. You can tell Ragnar that you have my pledge, as thanks for your services to the Berserkers.
I see you've become one of us. I hope it's a sign you are winning your struggle. Stay strong. Resist the ELEX. Leave your past behind.
Just what will happen if we all begin to rely on machines?
What kept you?
I'm here now.
So you are. And are you planning on telling me where you've set up camp or what comes next? Or do I have to wait for that too?
Okay, I'll tell you what's happened so far.
You've done a lot, but you still have got a lot of work ahead of you. Or we have.
And we're not going to get where we need to without a jetpack.
Don't worry, I know how to use one of those. I'll keep up with you. Now can we talk about my problem? There's just one more thing.
Yes. us.
Why did you choose to join the Berserkers?
To begin with, it seemed like the best way to survive.
But that isn't everything.
My own people tried to kill me. I want to find answers, and joining a faction has to help me find them.
I hope you're not just doing this for your own personal reasons.
You said you wanted to study the properties of ELEX. How will you do that?
I can feel the presence of ELEX. Mostly where it's present in great quantities.
Like the converter?
You don't need any special powers to feel the ELEX there. No, I'm talking about unrefined ELEX. When it's raw, latent. I can learn more from it when it hasn't been altered. I want to explore Magalan and look for some large deposits of unrefined ELEX.
Deposits? I thought ELEX arrived with the comet.
You're right. Part of its power is that it isn't from here. I want to discover how it is spread across Magalan. But when it is processed by the Alps, the ELEX changes. It becomes polarized. The transmuted form that the Berserkers get from their mana shrine changes it in similar ways. That keeps some of its power, but it's the ELEX that came with the comet that I want to learn more about. I feel that there are secrets to learn about it. To understand those secrets, I need it untouched, pure ELEX.
How do you want to find these large ELEX deposits?
When the comet impact spread ELEX across Magalan, it found its way everywhere. Into the seas, the rock, the air we breathe. But it is collected and concentrated in some places. I have felt the vibrations, the presence of these deposits. I want to track them down and examine them.
Where can you find this unrefined ELEX?
The first deposit I'd like to investigate is north of the city of Abessa. I can show you.
If it's so close, why hasn't anyone else found it?
I don't know. Maybe because nobody can feel ELEX like I can.
Your senses are better than Alb technology?
Come with me and find out.
Come with me.
You have enough companions already. Let me know when you have space for me.
That was well done.
You should go to the camp in Idan.
Sure.
How are you?
I'm okay. I can see that you're struggling with your emotions. It must seem more natural to fall back on logic alone. I'll try to assist you in your struggle in any way I can. People will only follow you if you can understand the world from their perspective, if you truly support their interests.
Follow me.
All right.
Do this!
I got a bad feeling about this place.
What are you doing here? You should go. This place is dangerous. You should move on.
You're Crow, the guard from the Mana Shrine, right?
Yeah. You've come looking for me then, huh? And you came running, did you?
We're not here to fight, right?
You're the one who disappeared at the same time as it did, and you're hiding out here.
So, they have no other suspects?
Why did you steal the ELEX?
What's that to you? I've not seen you before.
Tell me what happened. Maybe I won't give you up.
How can I be sure of that?
You can't. But if I don't go back to Goliath, then they will know you're here. You don't have a choice.
No. No, I don't, do I?
Use your chance to get out of this, or leave it. Your choice.
Who says there's anything to explain? ELEX, it's worth a lot. I took it. I sold it.
You wouldn't be hiding out here if you had.
Maybe I like mausoleums. Go on, ask your questions.
Why do you need ELEX?
I am not hiding. Have you met the mutant here?
No.
That is my brother, Grimmer. The Alps captured him and took him to that converter. They were going to throw him in. He escaped somehow, but the converter had changed him. I don't know how he survived, but whatever that machine did to him, it's left him needing ELEX. If he goes without it for any time, then he's in pain. Without it, I know he'll die. He's my brother. Sometimes I wonder if I did the right thing in saving him.
You're feeding ELEX to your brother.
I'm controlling it. Trying to lessen the dose each time. I'm weaning him off it, I'm sure. I keep going, I can get him back. When he's better, I'll go back to Goliath. I'll explain everything to Caldron. Until then, I can't. They wouldn't understand what I'm doing.
I'll buy the ELEX off you.
Are you serious? I can buy 3 times as much from the Outlaws for that price. Here, take it. I'll find a way to buy some more. I hope I can go back to Goliath after my brother's cured.
People who built this must have believed their civilization would last forever. We must wait until we are to avoid suffering the same fate as them.
About Kral.
Yes?
I found Kral. I've recovered the ELEX.
And Kral is not here? Is he dead?
Correct.
That is sad news. I feared his departure spelled his guilt. It seems justice has been done. Did Kral tell you why he took the ELEX?
Grimmar, his brother, was taken to the converter. Kral managed to save Grimmar, but not before the ELEX had changed him. Since then, Kral has been keeping his brother alive by feeding him ELEX. When his supplies ran out, he took ELEX from the Mana Shrine to keep his brother alive.
A brother's love. Kral must have thought he was saving Grimmar. But to live is an abomination, twisted by ELEX. Sometimes love blinds us. I hope you gave that poor creature a quick death.
No, he is still alive.
Then I must send someone to do what you would not. He's not alive, not truly. You've sentenced him to a living death. Something has occurred to me. Perhaps you could help me with something.
What do you need?
I need someone less conspicuous than myself to do some inquiring. You see, I need some answers, but if I start asking questions, it might be as bad as me outright condemning the man in question. Suspicion sticks and people can start to see someone as guilty, even if there's nothing wrong. So, that is why I'd like you to do the asking. You see, there is a cultivator by the name of Ulrich, a willing and capable berserker. But there has been a change in him of late. Something I can't quite put my finger on. I would like you to speak to him and see if you can find out what is troubling him.
What do you suspect Ulrich's problem is?
Well, that's the issue. Suspicion is all I have. You see, Ulrich has continued with his tasks. He is polite and helpful, but there is a distance. He isn't as open as he used to be.
How can I find out what's wrong?
Just talk with him. See if you get the same feeling. He is someone who loves what he does. You should have no trouble getting him talking about his work in the seeding fields. It has long been a passion of his. But maybe that's it. Maybe he's seeking promotion, or maybe he's just having a bad day. Whatever it is, he served us well, and if there is something wrong, I'd like to help him. I don't want him to be afraid to tell me of problems.
You should go to the camp in Idan.
Okay.
Follow me.
Yeah.
So, your job is to protect these plants from mutants.
Happy? I've got the most important job in Goliath. Hey, maybe even on Magalan. Protecting the seedlings, that's the law. World hearts are to be protected from everyone and everything. Not that these little baby seedlings are world hearts yet. But now Boren's had the mana delivery from Caldrum, we can start cultivating them again, and then, who knows? World hearts, proper world hearts, are rare. But maybe, just maybe, one of these little things will make it to maturity.
Are you happy working for Caldrum?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's not always so easy. Caldrum is pretty strict about how the plants are grown and what you do with them, and, well, how are we gonna learn like that? You think the first cultivators just stood and watched things grow? The first mages just waited for magic? No, they tried things. They experimented.
Is there a way to stop the mutants from eating the plants?
Yeah, I mean, if we can't grow many world hearts, maybe we should try growing them differently. Maybe we could breed them so that the mutants wouldn't eat them. But we're not allowed to try, which is crazy. I mean, imagine what we could do. And not just to seedlings. If mana does that to a plant, imagine what it could do to a person. If we don't try, we won't progress.
What do you think of Bourne?
He's a good boss. I enjoy working with him. He cuts me some slack, gives me some time of my own. That gives me a chance to, well, do some experiments sometimes. Just try a few things to see if I can help the seedlings.
And is everything all right out here? There's nothing getting you down?
Just the usual. The mutants, the low success rate in growing world hearts, the occasional bit of grief from the boss, but nothing too bad. You know, nothing worth talking about.
Why are world hearts so rare?
I don't know. I mean, berserkers have been studying them since before I was born. I think they found one out in the wild. I heard they were going to destroy it because it was, you know, a mutant plant. Then they realized this thing was making everything else grow. They've been learning how to cultivate more world hearts since then, but it's hard. Even since they learned to feed them with mana.
It sounds like you really care about your job.
You know, yes, I do. I want to see the seedlings live. I want to see more world hearts. I just wish that the others could see how I could help them achieve that.
Have you told Caldrum these ideas?
Caldrum? He would probably exile me. He's strict about everything that comes down the ages from Amrek. He forgets that Amrek broke the rules. And look where the rules have gotten us recently. Mutants attacking us. Albs rising in power. We have to fight back, and we can't let rules get in the way.
How do you think you can improve the seedling crop?
Me? Well, it couldn't be me. It would need a decision by someone of rank, with permission, of course. But there are lots of things we could try. We could try giving them different doses of mana, planting the seedlings somewhere there is a concentration of ELEX, crossbreeding them. If feeding mana to plants in these doses can make world hearts, what would happen if we got the dose right with people? Any experiment. It's going to take someone to show the way, to blaze the trail, to be the first.
Are you going to get to the point?
Well, I was thinking about mana and seedlings and us, right? The ELEX, the normal ELEX that the Albs are after, that makes them stronger. That's why they're so scary. So I thought, what if we did that with mana? I mean, it's been purified by the plants, so it should be all right, yeah? And if it makes us stronger, like the Albs, then we'd stand more of a chance. We could take them on. So I extracted the juice from a seedling and I drank it. And I felt like I understood everything. Everything.
Do you have any of that juice for me?
What? What? No. It was a mature seedling, you see. You're lucky if you get one of those every 6 months or so. The rest don't make it. That's why world hearts are so rare, you see? And the little ones, they don't change the ELEX like the mature ones. I've got to wait to try again, but I'm telling you, one more dose, maybe 2, and I'll become something else. Something that can fight the Albs.
One more dose?
One more mature seedling, and I could solve this question. I know it. I can show everyone the way. We can win this war. All this can be over. You believe me, right? So, let's keep this between ourselves. You will get more juice. I promise. I should go now. I have to make this work.
What are you messing with that ear?
you find out what happened to him?
Yes. I have some information for you.
Good, good. Please, tell me everything. Those idiots from the Hammer Clan. How can they think that that was a good idea? Well, I thank you for the information. Now, I must see that justice is done.
Excellent.
Are you in need of medical supplies? It'll take time to prepare them, I'm afraid. With all the fighting, we haven't any stocks left.
Do you help everyone who asks?
It is a healer's duty, especially in these times of war. And it is needed, bitterly. Which is what I have heard from everyone we picked up. Terrible. I wish I could offer aid to all those in need. But it seems not even our magic helps us keep up with supplies.
Can you heal my wounds?
Let me have a look. You don't seem to have any broken bones. Here, I think this will aid you.
Thank you.
We are here to heal. Besides, the more people who can patch themselves up, the less time we'll have to spend picking up the pieces.
You must hear a lot about what's going on.
I don't need to hear. I get to see the results. The magic the Albs are using is so destructive. Somehow they're managing to use pure ELEX, and it makes me fear for our warriors.
It's more powerful than berserker magic?
It's more destructive. With the damage it's causing, I can't believe it isn't tearing the Albs apart too. It must hurt them.
Hurt? Yes. But they're trained to reject emotions and feelings.
Yes. They say ELEX makes machines of men, but I have heard there are Albs who have escaped their addiction. I wish I could meet one. Knowing what they feel might help me assist others to overcome their addiction.
What do you know about ELEX withdrawal?
I met an Alb separatist. He was brought in as a prisoner. His external wounds weren't so bad, but internally, emotionally, he was trying to cope with all those withdrawal symptoms, and at the same time he was rediscovering his emotions. All that pain, all that confusion.
What happened to him? Where is he?
He died. It was all just too much. I wish I could have learned more from him. If he could leave, so could others. Maybe that could offer hope to us all. May the sun shine on you.
Oh, you joined us. Welcome. But don't think you'll get a discount.
They say the raptors are pretty fierce. Who knows what they're going to find in those ruins next?
Oreg.
Yes? Keldrin, why are you here?
Certain facts have reached my ears. I know what you have been hiding. Why didn't you come to me, Oreg? Your intentions, your diligence are admirable. But you must have known you were breaking one of our strictest laws. The Ison clan felt they had no choice but to ask for a sentence of death. They would be here for you now, but I begged for the chance to speak to you first.
You have to speak to them, Keldrin. I know this was wrong by the word of law, but the seedling has made me feel stronger. This isn't about me, this is about the future of all of us. If we can just try this, allow ourselves to experiment more, this could save us all.
Auric, these experiments were forbidden for a reason. You've chosen a path the Alves have already taken, and it would destroy us all. I will use my voice to have your sentence commuted. I will see that you are exiled, not executed.
But you have to learn from this.
You will never return to Goliath. Your belongings will be shared amongst your clan. You must never go near a seedling again.
Didn't Eisenfaust experiment? Amric himself took chances.
And if Angrim were to hear you saying things like that, he would overrule me, and you would die.
Please, you of all people, Keldrin, your ears are open.
That's why I know your intentions were pure, even if they were misguided. But now you must leave, Ori, and may the Valley give you the chance to learn the error of your actions.
These seedlings, they're our true hope.
Damn technology! Take it to the pit!
About my promotion to warrior. Cormac has pledged me his support.
Good. Then you have taken a step towards promotion.
Angrim has given me his pledge.
Winning Angrim over cannot have been easy. It seems you are earning a place here.
Happy to welcome you to our ranks. They aren't always as welcoming as they should be.